Why you come to see my movie?
Basically just because I want to see what actually black guys are tired of, being as we've been tired for so long. So I just want to see actually what black guys are
And what are you
tired of. Basically, I'm just tired of black guys being black.
Now,
Okay.
what do you do to make men tired?
Um, Actually, I like to play cat and mouse a lot. I'm basically a game player. I like the
game
chase.
player.
Yes.
Look, guys, see that? That's
know.
the problem.
This, am I? Give me what I want, or else.
Ooh, what do you want?
I want a lot.
I thought it was great. It reveals some of the experiences that I personally have had myself, and I think it gives an opportunity for the black community or any community to look at what men and women are about in terms of coming home to peace and what people are looking for in a relationship. I was saying to a friend of mine, I teach, and I like to use the movie in the class to help people talk about relationships and the differences and what people are really looking for. It's a great movie.
I like the movie because it brings out, let the people know a little bit more about what what is a relationship and what is not a relationship. And it shows the negative and the positive, and it shows the reason why a lot of these relationships go bad started from what happened to them from childhood on up, and it's not just all of a sudden one thing. It was a very good picture, and it brought out the something that we need to really look at.
Okay, so what do you think of the movie?
I thought the movie was great. Everyone needed to concentrate on it. Everyone needed it in their homes and watch it over and over. Possibly so we can help with our relationships. I think your movie, it should go further. I'd love to have everybody in my community have a copy for their home, because the male and the female, it's great.
Thank you.
Just start it and you're gonna go far.
Yeah, I think it's a good movie, and a lot of times it teach you, what you put in a relationship is what you're gonna get out of it. If you put in dirt, you're gonna get out dirt. And nobody wanna come home every day and argue about nothing. You better look what you got, because you might not have it too long when you keep on playing with it.
Now, what do the women have to say? We got.
I really enjoyed the movie. On the part I liked was about the black women that have so much anger towards men, from whether it's in a relationship or past home, or just in respecting the black man, period. I feel that we need to work on ourselves first. And then you find a good man, you know how to treat him. Because it's not necessary for all that la-li-la-li-la.
And it was a good movie, and we have identified a lot of problems, and now we need to take care of them.
Good movie. I gotta let everybody know I pre-screened it before I took my wife. I'm gonna bring my wife back. But it's a good movie. I really, really enjoyed it. I think it touched a lot of points in my life. I kind of appreciate that the main character was an architect. I think that message needs to get out to the rest of our community. People need to know, and people need to know about this film.
Well, I thought it was an excellent movie. You just said anything. I didn't know what to expect when I first came. The only thing I can say is that the man was a little stronger than me, because there's no way in the world that I wouldn't have hit. I don't believe in hitting a woman. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way in the world that I would have stayed with her as long as he did. I think it was an excellent movie, and I just happened to see it in the paper, and I just decided to come at the last moment, and I'm very glad that I did.
Yeah, I think it's a very good movie. I was watching it, and I think a lot of folks ought to come see it. It's it'll make a guy change in his life. I went through the same thing. I had 34 years of marriage with my wife. And we started off a lot of stuff like that. But I think that's a very good movie. I think a lot of folks come out and see it, it can make a change in their life. And I've got to get my wife down here to see it. I think it's a very good movie.
Oh, I think it's a very awesome picture. A lot of black women need to listen at this. Really. I mean, they give you a lot of good points on how a black woman should treat a black man. And I think they should treat her with love and understanding. I mean, that's what we need.
She just saw Diary of a Tired Black Man. What do you think?
Oh, I thought it was very good documentary. I'm from a nuclear family, man, father, mother, and I'm personally a lot like in Spike Lee's movie Nola. I'm just not a one-man woman, you see. I did enjoy the film. I thought it was very good, excellent, a lot of perspective. I'm personally not an angry black woman because I've had so many great black men in my life.
You recommend it?
Oh, highly, 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 highly. You got to put it on DVD and get it out there, girls' night out or whatever. You know, just get it out there some kind of way.
Thank you.
It's great. We're avid moviegoers.
She just saw Tired Black Man. What do you think?
It was excellent. I wish the theater was full, but it was very good. It was entertaining, and I liked it a lot.
Do you
Keep
recommend
it up, definitely. And I have to talk to my friends and tell them.
So, you just saw the movie. What do you think?
I thought it was a very true depiction of relationships and angry black women.
Of which you're not, of course.
I have been. I'm working on not being.
Wow, the truth.
I have been, yeah.
Did you see yourself on the screen?
To a certain degree, yes.
So what effect does the whole experience of that movie have on you overall?
It makes one, to me, take a step back and look at yourself. Whether you agree with what you're seeing at the time or you own up to it at the time, somewhere in the back of your mind you're saying, yeah, that's me. I did that.
I think that's a part of growing once you can recognize faults.
And that's what my mother did with me. She didn't, she never put my father down. Even though he wasn't no good, she never put him down.
She figured that out, right?
Yeah.
And he was a good man. I'm not debating that. He was a very, very good man. It's hard to find a man like that.
Personally, I think the movie was pretty good. I think it was entertaining as well as getting the point across, getting the message across, which I think that's the biggest thing. It's got to be entertaining first before it gets the message across. But I think the two things I liked about it is that it showed that men, most of men in relationships, we just want peace. I mean, you get out there, you got to go to work and fight, and you just want to come home. Instead of fighting your woman, you want somebody there that's going to help you relax, But I think, which is a lot of issue with women, is they need to take a look at themselves, And I think it helps them to do that. But that's probably not just a woman issue, that's probably everybody's issue there.
A man that finds a wife says that he finds a good thing. So whether she's got her ways, them ways got to be worked out. But it still says that she is a good woman. I just want to let you know that they all not bad.
That was a good movie, man. I don't know what to say about, but everything that people were saying, like about the relationships and stuff, that was true. I mean, I ain't experienced none of it, but I kind of knew where they was coming from because they was really saying some true things, And it was crazy how that dude was putting up with everything that the girl was doing to him, spitting in his face and all that, but he taking care of her and she ain't got a job and all that, And I think that was wrong.
Did you learn anything as a young man?
Yeah, I did. Like, when I get older, I'm gonna try to be like that man, but just I'm gonna handle it different, You gotta learn from your parents also, like, and you gotta avoid what they was doing, like the mistakes, like they were saying in the movie. You gotta be different and better than them. So just try to avoid all that drama and just when you meet somebody, just make sure they right for you.
So at what age do you think kids should start looking at this movie? What age do you think they start falling into those problems?
It could be like I'm 15 and like as long as you're old enough to understand what you're looking at, that's where it comes into play to me.
So have you seen young girls acting like that?
Yeah, a lot at school and just out. Whenever you someplace, you're gonna see it a lot. And I see it, I'm like, it confuses me. Like, why do they act like this? When they got a good dude.
I thought it was nice. I thought it was nice that you used real people, everyday people, and it's nice to see the different takes on it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it too. I was really, at first I thought, well, what is this going to be about, a tired black man? But I really got the point of what they were trying to say, that
some of us do have anger issues, and we take those issues into our relationships. And then as black women, we really have to start looking at ourselves and seeing what we can do to change. So I thought it was really good. It made me think. Would
you recommend that to a lot of women?
Yes. Yes, I would. Women and men, I would. But I thought it was really, I laughed a lot too, so I thought it was a great combination.
Excellent movie. Very excellent. I think it had a lot of points that people need to sit down and listen, because it touches on every area for every person of how different feelings are from different people.
And she just saw Diary, so what do you think?
I thought it was an interesting movie. Matter of fact, I was surprised. It's a documentary. I thought it was going to be a comedy, but a lot of the things was truthful. I've been married for over 20 years, but some of those traits I do see. And I think in America, with single households, raising most of the females has a lot to do with angry black females in America. And I'm glad to see that the other perspective is shown finally. Usually you just show it from the female perspective. They have the male perspective shown in this case. Like I said, it's a neglected perspective right now. And with your film, you finally got a chance to see what the males are thinking of this phenomenon in America. But we need more films like that, and you did a good job. I enjoyed it.
What did you learn? How old are you?
13.
13. So what do you think what you just saw?
Well, both black men and black women make the same mistakes, but basically, half the things black women, besides my mom, say, and and what they did, they blame it on black men.
Did you learn anything that's going to help you as a black man when you grow up?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
You gotta respect your woman, and not too much. Then they gonna try to walk over. They gonna try to walk over you.
Have you seen any young girls trying to walk over the boys at school your age?
Pretty much.
Same thing, huh?
Yep.
So do you think it's going to be hard to find a good woman to marry when you get older?
Probably.
Is your mother a good woman?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go over here where she's not standing there. What do you brothers think of the movie?
I think it was a really accurate portrayal of relationships, perspective of a black woman as well as black men. All cultures, and everybody's different, and everybody has their own perspective on relationship. I truly believe that was an accurate portrayal of black women voicing how they feel as well as black men. So it was a good film. I really enjoyed it.
You think it's going to help us start a dialogue we need to have?
I think it will open up the dialogue between the indifferences of a black man's perspective on a relationship as well as a black woman's. I think it opens up the line of communication to show women as well as American people in general how we really feel as well as how women feel.
What did you get?
I liked it, and it kind of showed me that from both points of view that men and women go have things they like, things they don't like. But what I learned was mainly be yourself. Don't try to change yourself for nobody. Be yourself, and if they can't accept you for who you are, leave them alone.
What's it like for a 17-year-old man?
I mean, it's hard, because nowadays teenage girls, they do want a thug, and everybody not a thug, so they're going to have to get used to that and accept it for what it is.
Come on, what does Mama think?
Well, I said it was a really good documentary about some of the things that the women go through, but some of the stuff men do too. I told my husband one day, last year sometime, and I told him, I don't know how to be a wife, because I haven't had that person in my life to show me how to be that person.
Did you never hit your man?
No, I argue him down.
I bet you got a lot to say.
No, I don't.
You think sometimes maybe you say a little more than you should?
Yes, we do, and yes, I do.
Are you going to work on that after seeing that movie?
Yeah.
I mean, can you really see how a man can get tired when he's trying to do the best he can?
Yeah, but you can also see a lot of points that most men need to see this too. But they can see women do have issues. Instead of walking out, try to help.
Have you ever seen a good man get treated unfairly?
Yes.
Some of your friends did, huh?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did you talk to them about it?
No.
You didn't tell them they were wrong?
No.
Girl,
it's not up to
that
me.
means you're an accessory to the crime.
No, it's not up to me to decide on who you like, who you want to be in your life. when you get tired as a man or a woman, you're tired.
Are you a good woman?
I thought I was.
Thought you were.
I thought I was.
So what's the truth?
I thought I was.
Did my movie help you?
It brought out some points that when I get home, I'm gonna have my husband come back and watch it.
You gonna come back with him?
Yeah.
You know what I say? If a woman can't watch this movie with her man, she's probably not a good woman.
That is so
You know
true.
what? They were
And one of the young ladies came and she called and said, don't bring your husband or man with you. You go see it first and then take them. But my husband's playing basketball, so he don't know I'm here.
Oh, so y'all got to pre-screen it because you don't want the men to learn that some of that your fault.
No, I will bring him back.
According to her.
I will bring him back.
Well, thank
That's
you. You're a
not a
good
problem.
woman. Okay, see her?
Because he needs
She's a
to-
good. That one is a good woman. She's gonna see it with her
He
man.
needs
That's a
to
good
see
woman.
that we have issues.
And I appreciate you for that.
That we have issues. Not just them, we have issues.
Thank you. And I love black women. I'm not trying to disrespect y'all, but we gotta
It
be
wa-
fair.
I didn't take it like that. I didn't take it as a disappointment or a disrespect. I took it as a learning. Because there's some things in there that I noticed about me. A lot of things. So when I come back and I'll say, hey, this is me right here. Do you know this me?
They'll say, he'll probably be like, yeah, that was you.
Yeah. And that's what you do. You learn about yourself.
Old as I am, where my boo go? I'm telling you, can't learn enough. Can't learn enough. I'm still learning.
I really enjoyed the movie. It was a different perspective. A lot of times we do see a lot of the male bashing and things like that, but we do have good black men. And you know, and I didn't grow up in a two-family home, but I did have my husband, and we're trying to take care of our son and, you know, do the right thing. So, yeah, we enjoyed it.
It was right on key. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the first thing we need to do as black men, is get ourselves together, you know, spiritually, financially, mentally, emotionally, and you know, get ourselves together first.
I think it was real good. I think the movie was real good. I give it 2 thumbs up.
It was real. I liked it.
It was all right.
I really enjoyed the movie, you know, and it was pretty much, you know, you have to be open-minded, you know, and listen to each other's views, and, you know, you can learn from it. You know, it's definitely a learning experience, and like they say, it is what you're saying, men is from Venus and women from Mars, and that's true. You have to come together on common ground. So I really enjoyed it. Hats off.
I'm a good guy, man. Don't run over me. You know what I'm saying? Just don't run over me. If I give you everything, you know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, love, things, feelings and everything, treat me the same way. Just the bottom line. I felt my man on the film though, you know what I mean? I mean, he shouldn't have been treated like that. He should have been, I just feel like this, he should have been the type of guy that knew how to pick the type of woman that he wanted from the jump. He should have never settled down with her. If it was me, I'd have been with my baby right here.
What does this baby have to say?
Well, I mean, we all go through our ups and downs. We done all been there. But me, I'm a firm believer that love never dies. As long as God exists, love exists. So I never gave up, and I found my love.
That is right there.
And you didn't want to be tired, right?
Tired.
Ain't nobody, you guys ain't tired,
I'm full of energy right now.
It's just the beginning.
I'm full of energy
Did
right
I
now.
just say God still exists? As long as He exists,
you know how long I've been
love
knowing my BG right here?
How long?
16. We were 16 when we first, about 15, 16 when we first met in middle school. And look at this. What? It's about who you are. You
God
feel
is
me?
good.
It's not about what you got. You know what I'm saying? Or what people say about you. This is my BG, and this is my world right here. All day. Now document that.
Well, God bless you too.
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations for finding each other.
You know, I mean, I was definitely feeling the movie, definitely feeling the message, but I don't know, you know, I feel that there's not enough focus being made on like the choices that women make when it comes to, you know, getting into relationships. Like real talk, especially here in Detroit, it's really hard. If you're a college student, you got a job, you doing your thing, and you're not on the thug life tip, you're not trying to be all hardcore, and you're not on the streets, the women don't want you. Here in Detroit, you can't get a woman. I got lucky. I shouldn't say that. I got lucky. I found one of the 6 women in Detroit that actually is not looking for a thug. One of the 6 in a city of 880,000 people.
What does that 1 to 6 have to say?
What you got to say, baby?
Is he telling the truth?
Yes, he's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth, and that's all I have to say.
So some of the problems they have is because of their choices, huh?
Yes, their choices, and also the way they grew up, you know, without having fathers in their lives. And I can say I'm lucky and I'm blessed to have a father in my life. My mother raised 5 kids with the same daddy, and so well, they've been together for 40 years, almost 41. And so I'm lucky to have a daddy to help me to be career oriented and everything. So I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed.
If you're not satisfied, you ain't gonna never be satisfied. You gotta be satisfied with yourself and understand when you did step over your boundaries. And me as a woman, sometimes you get all hot-headed, but you gotta look at it. Women came from the river men, the left crooked river men. You know what I'm saying? You gotta submit sometimes. And sometimes you might just let them have to have the last word, even if you know they're wrong. All right. It really works. You know, I got 7 kids by the same man. And sometimes I do have to sit out and say, you're right.
I agree with that. I just
Have
didn't
you
agree.
ever seen a good man, a man who you know is a good brother, get mistreated by a woman?
Yes.
Okay, then why are we disagreeing then?
I don't know.
Just because you can.
Huh?
Just because you can. Women don't like to face reality even when it's true.
Right. Okay. That's true. But see, in order for women to have attitude like that, they went through a lot with men. In order for you to become an angry black woman, you had to endure a lot of pain from another man.
But you know what? If you're enduring that pain, it's self-induced because you had the choice to pick the man you want to be with. If you pick a man that puts you through that kind of pain and you sit your dumb butt there for 3 or 4 years,
or 11, 12.
Then you got exactly what you got. Just like
Right.
Tanya said. Tanya said you got what you got. You know it wasn't about nothing.
But it's like
if
you
with the man that
you
ain't about
hoping-
nothing, you got what you got.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's a self-inflicted trauma. So if they're mad, they're only unleashing their anger on society, but it's their fault.
True. I agree with that.
And the movie is trying to show women to take responsibility
For their own action.
for their actions.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to get women to realize is some of the reason our relationships don't work is just as much the woman's fault as it is the man's.
Isn't that what I just said earlier? I said the same thing.
Well, then what was she disagreeing with?
I just
She
didn't.
want to
I just
see
like
everything they said.
I didn't like the comment. I mean, I agree with it, but I just didn't like it.
You didn't like to hear it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like to hear it.
Hi, I thought the movie was very good, and I think that we really should work more about more than what color a person is. We should always realize we're part of the human race, and God made us all. And we should get beyond who's black or white. Just love a person because they love you and kind.
Hi, yes, the movie was very enlightening. I brought my husband tonight to see it. I was kind of, I don't know, I had a lot of different feelings about this movie. It brought out a lot of aspects of relationships. I agreed with a lot of comments about, how women are not being brought up by fathers, are coming out of a single home, and I think confuses a lot of women of what they're looking for in relationships, and sometimes confused on how to handle their relationships once they do get with a man. And also, a lot of the message didn't really fall on the man as guilty too. It's up in the bar scene when the guys tried to encourage the married man to fool around. And I think that's what happens a lot in this day and age, and that's what makes some women angry. And they went through so much of that, and they accept that, and they try to move on in relationships, but they're really not trusting a man once they move to the next relationship because they still remember what was done in the past. I think it's real complicated for men and women to come together. I've been married 21 years, me and my husband, we have went through our battles, but we managed to hang in there, but it's hard. Excuse me, it's not easy. And I think it was just a great movie. And I like to see a lot of couples to come out to see it in particular, and a lot of young people.
What do you think of the movie?
I think it was a good movie. I feel I can relate to it because I'm always saying I can't find a good black man. So I understand that the black man does get tired from time to time, and it's not so much as a color issue. It's trying to find someone that you can relate to. But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go home and think about it and take a good look at myself and try to make some changes because I have let someone go that I thought was a great person, and I was all up on my little high horse and everything, miseducated, misindependent woman. So I'm gonna get a good look at myself and try to understand my brothers and all men better.
Y'all just saw Tired Black Man. What do you think?
I thought it was a excellent. I think it's excellent for women to see what differences in relationships and about good men and how to treat a good man, and I just think it was very informative. I think it was very informative.
Did you see yourself up there?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. I did, and actually I was quite good. I was quite excited. My husband, he wanted me to go, and I didn't want to go, and after seeing everything, it just shed some light, opened up my eyes on a few.
Did you tell your girlfriends to see it?
Yes, I seen all my girlfriends there.
Oh, not you. Those are your girlfriends. Okay, I got it.
We about to call them right now.
Yes, yes.
We about to call them right now. no, I think everybody should come out and support the film. I mean, it brings up a lot of issues and a lot of things that we needed some self-reflection for a lot of people. So it's definitely a good movie for everyone to see.
I don't think they actually know what they be doing when they do it. It's so in us sometimes, you know. It's just they're raised from how they were raised, and some women change and some just don't.
Wait. Say that again.
My husband say, "Go get me a hot dog," and I'm like, "Yeah, later." And then after I see it, I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to get a hot dog, mustard, anything else," because I got a good band, so I'm gonna try to keep it.
I thought it was excellent. I give it 4 stars. I think everybody should go out and see it. Male, female, kids, everybody should see this movie.
Y'all just saw Tired Black Man. He wants to talk and she don't. What you got to say?
It was a good movie. It was cool, positive. Learn a lot, you know. Relationship, life. That's all. I like all the people in the reality.
So you can relate.
Yeah, I can relate.
How about you, ma'am?
Well, it was real on both sides. The men's side and the women's side.
Did you see yourself up there?
No, I don't think I'm an angry black woman.
None of that was you. Nothing they said. You didn't. None of that applied to you.
Well, no.
So you know I'm gonna ask him.
You can ask him.
Oh, I'm asking right now.
I just want peace.
She was up there?
She was up there.
Now, you just saw the movie. What do you think?
I thought that it was a great movie, and it was real. That's what's going on with us black women.
You ever been an angry woman?
Oh yeah, I was real angry. But I had to get it together and realize my husband now, it ain't his fault. And I've seen a lot of that in a lot of females my age. We looking for these men to save us from our childhood. Like a lot of them say about not having that father. It hurts, but it ain't their fault. We need to learn how to look at them as our kings and respect them as a man. Stop looking at them to be our fathers, our children. We can't control them. Just appreciate them, for what they do. Especially a black man, y'all already depreciated in life, and then come home to our big ass mouth. We need to learn to shut up. We don't always have to have the last word. Just shut up sometimes, But then everything else will fall in place. Let that man come home to a peaceful home, clean, cook. Give him some. You gotta give him some when you want it, no matter how you want it. But especially if you're married and he doing his part. Hey, I'm all for it. And nobody got to take care of you. Y'all don't owe us nothing. First of all, that's what we need to get out of our head. That y'all are here to just put this cape on and come save the day. And then the minute y'all don't do what we expect y'all to do. Y'all niggas, y'all fuck y'all niggas, y'all whole ass niggas. But, y'all human too. We need to, kind of like build y'all up. That's what we need to learn to do instead of tearing y'all down and focusing on what y'all don't do. Minute y'all don't do something, oh, that nigga ain't shit, he ain't shit. But what about all the good things that y'all do, And we gotta learn to enforce that more than, how we took a look at what y'all don't do. We make a big deal about, oh girl, this nigga didn't come home. But the minute you do all these good things, oh, okay. We don't talk about the good stuff. We quick to talk about the stuff that y'all don't do and focus on more of the negative stuff. So we praise y'all more and, cheer y'all on. I think we can get a good black man. There's a lot of them out there. I got one. Got him. He don't like, and I appreciate that. I had to learn. I was angry, like I said, but it wasn't his fault that my dad wasn't here. So now, we've been married 5 years, been with him 8. We got 1 daughter. He put it down. So that movie was good. It was real. They need to come see it.
Well, get those crazy girls at work. You must know some crazy girls somewhere that need to see this.
They do.
You know the ones always talking about how no good men are?
Yes. They be at work all the time. I'm going to tell them tomorrow, too.
Cool. Well,
Because
thank
it was
you.
real, yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
and I hope to see it in the big screens all over.
Thank
Because
you
you put it
much.
down. Okay, good luck.
So how'd you hear about the movie? What brought you here?
My mother-in-law, she told me about it, and I came on. She made this big, loud noise about like, oh, you gotta go see this movie. I gotta go see this movie. So that's what made me come see it, and I'm glad I did. And I'm gonna tell a whole lot of other people come see it.
Your mother-in-law gonna make sure you treat her son right, huh?
Right.